If you were to stop any random person on the street and ask them what they wanted most in life, chances are they would offer you one of three answers. First, they might request something tangible like jewelry, money, or a luxury item. Or they might ask for an event to occur like falling in love or passing a looming exam. Or they might ask to achieve a state of being like health, peace, love, glory. However, whatever desire one lists, if we were to peel back the layers and dig further, what we would find is that what you probably want most in life is to just be happy or well. For as much as we pretend to be as humans are not that complicated. So how can we be happier, kinder, and more optimistic in life? Across all of my academic and personal studies, these are the things that I have gathered to be relevant in achieving happiness. Not just relevant, but essential. That is exactly what I'm going to share with you in today's video, along with some bonus tips. I think you might be surprised at the last one. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the essential elements of happiness, let's talk about two reasons why you might be unhappy right now. The first is that you are probably suffering from when I complex. In other words, when I achieve X or when I obtain Y, I will finally be happy. My life will finally begin. But when we are constantly striving for the next thing and the next thing, life passes us by in a whirlwind, and we are not stopping to appreciate the scenery that we have around us right now that we will probably be reminiscent about in the future. The second reason why you're probably unhappy today is because you are comparing your life, your time, your journey, your relationship to somebody else's. In other words, all the time that you spend peeking over your neighbor's fence to look at their garden is time that you lose in cultivating your own. Here is the antidote. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. Socrates. One day, when I was a student at UCLA, I was feeling particularly depressed and heartbroken that day. And I remember opening up a Snapple bottle and looking at the inside of the cap, and it said, "Gratitude is the fuel of joy." Since reading that, that has become a bit of a mantra for me. The very first thing that you can do to cultivate happiness in your life is to express and feel gratitude for everything that you have. For example, your body, for literally carrying you throughout the day and accomplishing all sorts of vital processes in the background. Second, your mind, for giving you the opportunity to experience all of the flavors and sensations of life. A gorgeous sky on a spring day, the song of birds, or the sweetness of fruit. And moreover, when you stop to appreciate the journey of the food that is on your plate, and the same is true of electricity, the clean filtered water in your glass, or the technology under your fingertips. It's only when the power goes out or our car breaks down where we truly appreciate all of the things that make life more convenient, safe, habitable. We take so much for granted. When we are in the present moment, we are in control. How many times do we find ourselves feeling anxious about something that we had said or did because we weren't in the present moment when we said or did that thing? In English, we say hindsight is 20/20. In French, the expression is l'esprit des escaliers, the predicament that one finds himself in when they realize the perfect reply too late. So when we are not in the present moment, we allow our autopilot processes to take over. Our default behaviors, habits, impulses, tics, and they are not always so refined. And then later on, we look back at ourselves in frustration and possibly disgust and think, why the hell did I do that? But if we are in the present moment and intentional about our body movements and our speech, the energy that we emanate, we reduce our self-regret and anxiety, and instead we build self-esteem, self-confidence, and trust. But this, of course, takes practice to be present. And not only is our presence a gift to ourselves, but it's also a gift to others. Because when we can really be present with another person, we are practicing eye contact and listening actively. We are giving the best gift you could possibly ever offer to another person, and that is to feel seen and heard. They say the state of our home is a reflection of our mind and heart. This is one of the reasons why nearly every religion cites cleanliness as one of their cardinal spiritual tenets, as well as why many self-help manuals tend to promote a minimalistic lifestyle. Because feeling clean in one's body through bathing and self-care, and feeling clean in your space through organizing and decluttering, allows one to feel clearer and more peaceful in their mind and heart as well. Okay, so we are present in our body in the world, we're grateful about it, and we've organized ourselves. What's next? Life is like a video game, and every video game has a quest, right? Traversing an array of obstacles and collecting tools and powers along the way, solving puzzles and leveling up, and perhaps facing a final boss. What if we imagined ourselves as the protagonist in the video game of our life? What is our quest? What special tools and powers have we collected along our journey? How can we collect little coins and hearts throughout the day? In plain words, what is your purpose or mission in life? What are you passionate or obsessed about? What gets you in the flow state? It is critical that you find out what that is for you, because having purpose and passion is an essential element of life. To have integrity is to have a strong moral compass, a strong sense of what is right, good, moral, ethical. You might not always get it right in your behaviors and actions, but you sure as hell try. Having integrity means that you don't lie, cheat, or steal. You care about being upstanding. You want to be trusted. But what is integrity without benevolence? Benevolence brings in the kindness element. This means being a genuinely kind-hearted person, wanting the best for others, being soft around the edges, accepting others for who they are, and practicing forgiveness. In my loneliest hours, the thing that I craved the most was the presence of another person. There have been so many times where I was traveling somewhere breathtaking or experiencing a beautiful moment, but I thought wistfully to myself that I wish there was someone there to experience that moment with me. It's in those moments, our most vulnerable and isolated, where we recognize the fundamental importance of love and companionship, whether in the form of their words, their ear, or their touch. And even though I enjoy my own company, there is a very large part of the heart that longs to engage with others, humans, animals, nature, God. This engagement and longing of the heart we call love, and it takes many forms. I plan to make a video all about love and partnership one day, but it's not quite ready yet. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. As we move through life, we are bound to make mistakes. We must learn from our mistakes. We do this through constant reflection about ourselves, our relationships, our beliefs and opinions, our values. We also develop wisdom through building the muscle of discipline and practicing denying instant gratification for the sake of long-term gratification. Or in other words, working really hard towards something for a long time and then enjoying the fruits of your labor. Do the work to have a high, pure, and radiant vibration. Together, faith, trust, and hope are the enemies of fear. When we zoom out and detach for a moment from our earthly situation and recall that we are these little creatures that are attached to this rock that is flying through space in a universe that is governed by these codes and laws, well, we are inclined to believe that there just might be more than what meets the eye. Meaning, we take a leap of faith to believe in something that may not be directly perceivable. Trust requires that we release our pathology to control everything around us, to loosen our grip on life, on other people, on situations, and to allow everything to just be. And hope is what keeps us going. Hope is the belief that we can make a difference, that problems can be solved, that tangled situations can be unwound. Laughter is medicine. Laughter is sometimes the only thing that can heal a really nasty situation and release the tightest of knots. And it's not to say the wretched phrase of don't take life too seriously, because you should take life seriously. We should all take life seriously, but we should try not to get too attached or ruminate too much or offended at every little thing. This is just the recipe to misery. But rather find funny friends, watch funny TV shows, make jokes, live, laugh, love, but seriously. And there are 3 additional cheat codes to being happier, kinder, and more optimistic in life. The first is getting an animal. They will make you laugh all day long. Number 2, exercise. But you already know this. Find something that you like and stick to it. And finally, if you've tried everything and you still feel that you cannot muster up an internal feeling of joy, then you may possibly benefit from taking antidepressants. All right, and I think that's all for today. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. It means the world. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.